Hi, welcome to my class. I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness. This is Yoga Stretch Fusion, floor only. Please make sure to exercise within your ability. If you experience any difficulty, please make sure to stop and seek a physician right away. All right, let's get started. Find a space, get a chair if you need one, and then come back and join me. Welcome back to my Yoga Stretch Fusion floor only class. Today we're going to start by sitting up nice and tall. And again, you could always do this in your chair or in a bed too if it's more comfortable. I want you to, when you're sitting here, I want you to cross your legs but your feet are not overlapping each other. Nice and tall through your spine. Find that center from your tailbone up to the top. Hands resting in your lap. Eyes should be closed. Inhale and exhale. Letting everything go. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands together, center with your chest into Namaste. Check your center. Bring your focus to your mind, your third eye. Inhale through your nose and exhale. I want you to clear your mind. Leave all the stress, all your worries at the door. This is your gift. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, open out wide. You can reverse the arms as you inhale up. Come center with your chest. Exhale. Inhale forward. And then open out wide. Exhale. Reverse. Back to center. Back up again. Inhale. Exhale. Open. Inhale. Up. Center. Inhale forward. Exhale. Open. Coming back together. And center. Okay. Hands on your thighs. Fingers in. Elbows out. We're going to go into a seated cat-cow. So rock your hips back. Tailbone under. Sink through your tummy. Tuck your chin as you press your spine towards the back. And then you're going to come up, tailbone out, chin is out, arch through the back like a cow, shoulders down, elbows still out. All right, you're going to go back and forth. Exhale. Inhale. One breath, one movement. Exhale as you curve the body. Inhale as you open. Last time. Into cow and center. Good. Hands come into Namaste. We're going to twist side to side, but keeping your thumbs center with your sternum and shoulders and ears are lined up. So we're just only going as far as the spine will let you, not how far the hands or shoulders. Last one. Center. Inhale, reach for the sky. Lifting your rib cage up and sway side to side. Lift the rib cage up. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead, hold to the right as you lower your right hand down, keeping your hips center. Lifting up. And then we're going to go to the left, lifting the ribcage up and over as you lower your left hand down. Keeping the hips center, we're going to come up and we're going to go back and forth with this. Lifting the ribcage up as you lower the right hand. And then switch, lifting your right ribcage as your left hand comes down. We're going to add on to this, coming up. As your right hand comes down, your left arm is going to push back, open to the shoulder. Come back to center. Lift up and over, and Again. And back. Up. Last time. Lifting your ribcage up and over, and then push your arm back. And release. Good. Legs out in front. And point and flex. Give those legs a little break from bent. I don't know about you, but being in that position for too long, they need to be kind of stretched out a little bit. And work through the ankles. Nice and tall. You can take your hands behind your hips, help with your posture if you need to. Go ahead and flex. Lift your chest up to the sky, arms by your ears or close, and then you're going to hinge forward. Dropping down, slide your hands back. We're going to go again, lifting the chest up, toes come in towards you, hinging forward, and then dropping down, slide, curve the back. Going into this a little bit further each time. Dropping down, keeping your feet flexed, lifting up, hinging, then point as you drop down and then slide. Flex, chest is lifted, hinging forward. Point as you drop down. Feel it through the spine. Good. Flex up, hinging forward, dropping as you point, sliding back. One more time. Up. Feel that through the whole back side of the body. Point as you drop, slide the hands back. Good. All right. Just gonna rock it out a little bit, and then go into butterfly. Bottoms of your feet together, and then same thing, rock it out. Feel that through the hips. This should feel really good. Massage the hips. Center, and then up and down. Good. Shoulders relaxed, nice and tall through your spine. Bring the knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around if you can, and just rock side to side. Good. Legs back out in front. Take your right leg, cross it over your left leg. Take your left hand or elbow, hooks around, lifting your knee up to your chest so that your chest is lifted, knee is lifted, foot is off the floor. And then you're going to turn to the side. And again, your chest is still lifted. Feel that through the right hip and through your spine. And then rock side to side. It's a great way to kind of massage that hip, kind of get that foam roller effect, but it's not quite as intense as using that foam roller. Good. Now, if you need to, stay in this position. Stay where you're at, rock it out. If you want to go a little further, we're going to cradle your leg. You're going to take your foot into your left elbow, your knee into your right elbow, and then lift your chest up. If you're not ready for this, that's okay. Some days you might, some days not. But chest is lifted either way. And then if you do have a hold of your leg, you can rock forward and back. I don't want you to force it. Just because I'm in this position does not mean you should be in this position. Or if you're doing this in a group, just because your friends are in it doesn't mean you should. Find what works for you. So that first position where you're crossed over, or here. If you're in the cradle, go ahead and just kind of rock it out, or kind of cradle back and forth. Chest is still lifted. Feel that through the hip. This is a version of the pigeon pose. So it really gets into that hip rotator. Great for if you pinch nerves in the hips, the sciatic nerve especially. Now, if you can, lift the foot up. Woo! And release the leg. And then switch sides. Taking your left leg across. Hook with your right hand or your elbow. Lift your knee up and then turn to the side. And then rock side to side if you like. Again, keeping your posture. You can have your left hand behind to help with your posture too. And you can rock it out. Again, you have your different options. Go into it as far as you can. When you find that spot where you can still maintain your breathing but being challenged, that's where I would say hang out for today. Listen to your body. Not as much as the brain, because sometimes the brain is where the ego comes into play. And we feel like we should be at a further pose, but not always. Okay, if you want to, or if you're ready, cradle your leg, your foot and your knee into your elbows, the chest is lifted, and then hinge forward and back. Again, stay in that other pose where you're crossed over if you need to. Good. Inhale. Exhale. As you do these classes more and more, you'll find that you'll have more times than other that you can get into this pose. So it may take some time to do this, to work your way into this nice little goal for you. Go ahead and cradle if you'd like. Feel that through the hip joint. And then you can lift your foot up if you like. And release. Both legs out in front. Toes are pressed down, sliding down. Tuck your chin. Feel that through your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Sliding back. Good. Cross those legs comfortably, whatever works best for you. It can even be one leg out, because we're going to focus on upper body right now. So we're going to start with shoulders up, back, and down. And again, sit in position that works so that you can sit there comfortably. Today I'm going to do it with one leg out. You can do it either way. If you're sitting in the chair, just sitting at the edge of your chair works too. Good. Now bring those elbows up and out with that shoulder roll. Take it nice and controlled movement. Good. All right, bring the arm all the way out now. One more time. Good, now you're gonna cross the arms in front, give yourself a hug, and then you're gonna open out wide, and then switch your arms out, give yourself a hug, and then open out wide. So we're working those shoulders in both directions. When you open out wide, I want you to activate your back muscles, the back of your shoulders, your posture muscles. So you're squeezing those muscles to strengthen, but then you're opening up the chest muscles to stretch. Cross. Squeeze the back muscles as you open the chest muscles and switch. There you go. Again. The back muscles tend to be the weak muscles. The front, the chest in front of the shoulders tend to be the overactive, tight muscles. One more each. I think I did an extra. Oh well. And relax. Good. Change your stance or your seating position if you need to. Bring your right arm across, and I want you to make sure the shoulder is down first, away from your ear, okay? And then bring your hand in, or arm in, and then work through your fingers. Feel that through the forearm too. So we're just stretching in the deltoid, in the shoulder itself. Good. Now lift your arm up, pull it across, and then pull in nice and tight without turning the body. I started to turn my body, but square yourself off. And then rotate your wrist. So you're going to feel this in the scapula, the shoulder blade area. and then through the shoulder at the arm. Good. And release. Bring your right arm out to the side, palm facing up. You're going to hinge from your wrist, fingers down, fingers spread. And then your left ear is going to go down as you feel that through your neck and in through your right hand. Good. Keeping your torso center. Inhale. Exhale. Go and work through those fingers. Take your right hand, is going to go behind your right shoulder. Lifting your elbow up and back, and you can take your hand, your left hand, and help. Keep your ears back. We tend to bring the ears forward to compensate, but we don't want to strain the neck. We do that enough already on a daily basis and not realize it. And then lift your rib cage up and over, feel it through the right side. And then twist through the rib cage as you feel this through the lats, through the back. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center, opened up. Pull your right elbow back. Good. And release. We're going to switch to the left side. Bring your left arm across. Shoulders down, nice and tall. Pull your left arm in, and then work through your fingers. Make sure that ear is away, or your shoulders away from your ears, so it's pushed down. It's going to be very hard to do. We tend to have our shoulders higher than they should. Okay, now bring your arm up. Pull it across without turning the body, and then pull in nice and tight, and then rotate your wrist. Feel that in the scapula and the back of that shoulder. Good. Now bring your arm out to the side. Your left arm is literally straight out and parallel with the floor. Fingers spread. Hinge from your wrist as far as you can go. And then right ear lowers down. But I'm keeping my sternum center. Inhale. Feel that all the way down into your left hand. Fingers might feel tingling. That's okay. Keep breathing. Good. Work those fingers out. Bring your hand to your back. Lift your elbow up and back. You can bring your hand to your elbow. You could always bring your arm in front too, whichever works best. And then lift up and over. Feel that through the side, left side of your body. Make sure your ears are back still. And then we're going to twist through the rib cage, looking down. Feel it through the middle of the back. Open back up. Pushing your elbow back. And coming center. And release. Good. Okay, starting with your elbows, palms facing up. Elbows are about 90-degree angle. I want you to open, so elbows stay right into the sides. So we're opening through the external, or using the external rotator muscles, but we're opening the internal muscles. A lot of times the external ones are the ones that give us those problems because they tend to be the weakest. So I want you to push your thumbs back as you externally rotate in that shoulder joint. Good. We're just holding here. And then we're just a little movement back and release. Little movement. Good. Couple more times. Good. Release. Now we're going to go a little bit further out. So your arms are straight out, but they're not shoulder height. You got an angle down. And then little movement, push back, hold. Activating those back muscles, but I want you to open the chest muscles. Good. See if you can go a little further back. Push back, open up. Turn your head, looking over your right shoulder. Feel that in the left side. And then look over your left shoulder. Feel that in the right side. And feel it right through here. To the front. Now arms parallel. And pull back. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Turn your head to the right. Finger spread open. Turn to the left. And release. All right, at this point, we're going to lay down. Turn yourself to the side. And then you're going to lay down elbows first. Come all the way down to the floor. Good. Full body stretch to start with, so legs extended. Reaching as far as you can through the fingertips, through the toes. Feel that full body stretch. If you can, palms facing up, and let those shoulders drop to the floor. Then feet and arms come out wide into a star, and just reach beyond your fingertips and your toes. Good. Bring your feet in, arms coming in, and then you're going to grab a hold of your legs, hands underneath your knees, and then rock side to side. And this should feel really good. It's one of my favorite stretches for that through the back, a little massage. So again, I talked about like kind of giving that effect of a foam roller without the intense pain. Not to scare you off with the foam roller, they can be really beneficial as long as they're done right. But sometimes those first times using them and getting those really tight muscles can be pretty intense. But they get better each time. Go ahead and put your hands on your knees, legs go away from you a little bit, and then rock side to side, shoulders relax. Feel this through the hips and the lower back. And then place your feet on the floor, arms out by your sides, and then just rock side to side. Again, feel it through the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Center. Open the knees into butterfly. Feel that hip open. Keeping your back towards the mat. Doesn't have to be flat. Bottoms of your feet together. And I just want you to open up and just relax here. This is where we're going to go into our relaxation pose. So just let those knees fall out. Inhale and exhale. Let those hips open, release. When you just let those muscles go, letting them go, release the tension, that is when your body will go further into the stretches. We don't realize how much we kind of hold on to those muscles or joints when we're trying to stretch them, and it actually hinders going further into that stretch. Inhale. Bring those knees back together, inner thighs, or excuse me, not inner thigh, full body stretch. Extend the legs and arms again. Inhale. Exhale. Feet are together. We're going to go into the roll up, roll down. Hands come up over your head, towards your feet. Tuck your chin. Engage your core as you start to peel yourself off the mat. Keep your feet together so they don't come off the floor as much. And then you're going to hinge forward. Keep your toes pointed. And then reach as far as you can towards your feet. Chin is tucked. Feel it through the spine. Okay, we're going to slowly go back down. So you're curling down. A little bit at a time touches the back, or towards the mat. And you're going to go up and over your head again. Alright, and up and again. Peel yourself off the floor, mat, or engage your core. You can always grab hold of your pant legs if you need to, or your mat. And then reach it out, and then you're going to lift up the chest here. And then drop back down, and then slowly work your way back down to the floor. Really engage the core, pulling your abdominals in and up towards your rib cage. We're going to do that 2 more times. Coming up. Peel yourself up, grab your chair or your mat if you need to, or your pants, hinging forward, and then you're going to scoop up. Lift it, feel that into your back, down, and lower.
that one more time. Curling up, peel yourself, engage the core. And then hinging forward, chin is tucked, and then sweeping up.
Hold from here, activating the core still. And release. Good job. Turn to the front. Sitting comfortably. We're going to adjust clothing first. I want you to cross your legs however comfortable, but I want you to make sure that they're not overlapped if you can. And then we're going to walk our hands out, feel this through the hips again. Good. And then walk them back. Switch your feet out. And stretch it out. It's amazing how tight these muscles can get, especially if you're sitting a lot. Walk back. Good. Sitting nice and tall. Find your center from your tailbone up. Eyes gently closed. Inhale. And exhale. I hope this is beneficial to you. I hope you feel more relaxed, loosened up through the shoulders and the hips. Feel taller through the spine, feeling refreshed. Inhale and exhale. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Release the muscles around your jaw as your teeth gently separate. Let your jaw release. Shoulders melting down as your arms become heavy. And release through the hips as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Deep breath in, reach for the sky, stretch as high as you can go, and exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. And release. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you really like the class. If you do, please subscribe and you'll get notifications for the next class. The classes are free. And then I also have my healthy habits and my fitness tips that are posted also. And then some videos there too. Thank you. Hope you come back.